The University of South Florida looking to merge its campuses, why some are voicing their concerns. And a local citizens group suing the federal government over dredging of Big Pass. And why local high school students will not be able to get dual enrollment credits at school from SCF anymore. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC7 News at 11.
Good evening. Change is on the way for the three University of South Florida campuses, and earlier today the public was able to voice their concerns. The USF system is consolidating their independent academic accreditations under one umbrella. ABC7 Adams joins us live from the USF Sarasota Manatee campus tonight with more on what was discussed. Rick?
Yeah, Jacqueline, this meeting brought together a lot of different folks. They were having their voices heard. Students, faculty, staff, and community members went face-to-face today with the USF Consolidation Task Force team.
The benefits of a consolidation, which what was pointed out by most of the people in the room, is opportunities for new courses and new opportunities and new resources for each campus.
Back in March, Governor Rick Scott signed an education bill that consolidates University of South Florida St. Petersburg and the Sarasota Manatee campus with the main campus in Tampa. There are many who believe this is a positive move, especially when it comes to the programs and resources. Right now, USF Sarasota Manatee offers 17 bachelor's degrees and 7 master's degrees, compared to 72 bachelor's degrees and 99 master's degrees on the main campus in Tampa.
I think we could have gotten along without it happening, but it has happened, and so we're going to work with it and create the best thing that we can with it. And I think there are opportunities to make it better.
Big concerns from some of the faculty and staff is job loss and also uncertainty when it comes to tenure and promotions because of new guidelines that come with consolidation.
We have a lot of students to teach and our programs are full here. There's not really any way we can reduce the number of people we employ.
The USF Consolidation Task Force says they will take input from this meeting and others that have already been held to come up with the best plan that's most beneficial for all three campuses. The deadline to present their plan to the Board of Trustees is in February.
The pieces of input that we're getting now, I think, will help us do a better job of making sure we can get the true value out of consolidation.
And right now the plan is to have all three of these campuses consolidated by July of 2020. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Jacqueline, back to you.
Rick, thank you. The State College of Florida will no longer be offering dual enrollment classes to students on area high school campuses. Instead, Sarasota and Manatee County students can get dual enrollment credits online or by going to an SCF campus. In a letter, the superintendents of both counties say they're disappointed by SCF's announcement. Dual enrollment allows students to earn college credit while also taking high school classes. Police departments all across America held national night out events today, including Sarasota and Manatee counties. The Sarasota Police Department is one of the places that hosted the free family-friendly event right outside of police headquarters. Now, some rain that fell during that event didn't damper any spirits. Kids of all ages enjoyed an array of fun-filled activities, including a chance to sit in a plane and in a monster truck. They were also able to get up close and personal with police and with many different types of equipment.
I think it's great for them to open their doors and to show what they do, how hard they work, and we're here to support them. And it's a great event. I mean, they pay for everything.
Across our nation, other communities are coming together to learn about their law enforcement agencies, what they can do to be able to protect themselves against crime and also participate in their community and have a lot of fun at the same time.
Now, ABC7 did receive word there would be a protest against police brutality at this evening's National Night Out at the Sarasota Police Department. However, our crews did not spot any demonstrators. Well, let's get a check on our first alert weather forecast.
Thanks, Jacqueline. And the showers pushed through pretty quickly across the area. They didn't stick around very long. That's because of that strong easterly wind today. Still warm, though, 78 degrees. Feels like temperature not much different than that, 80 degrees. And a steady east wind continues to move right across the state. You can see those heavier showers that were out in the Gulf of Mexico have since moved on out into the central Gulf, and they'll continue to weaken. Not much going on over land right now. It's all as quiet and should stay that way overnight and throughout your morning commute as well. Things looking good there. As far as the red tide has gone, it's been pretty good. At least the reports have been pretty good as of late because of the steady east wind, and those are going to continue throughout the day on Wednesday, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour at times, and that has a tendency to blow everything offshore as opposed to bringing it onshore with a westerly wind. Well, the satellite imagery is showing a little bit more moisture around today, firing off some rainfall. Some dry air, though, located in the Atlantic north of the Bahamas. Some of that going to kind of seep in tomorrow, so our rain chances will lessen a little bit in the afternoon. All in all, though, we're expecting a lot of sunshine and, once again, near record-breaking temperatures. Well, more on that. And the tropics, too, starting to act up down to our south. Details in a few minutes. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you. A local citizens group plans to sue the federal government over the Lido Beach renourishment project. Save Our Siesta Sands has notified the Army Corps of Engineers of its intent for allegedly breaking the law by failing to conduct a key study to examine the project's potentially devastating effects on Siesta Key. On Friday, the group provided the federal agency a required 60-day notice to sue after the Corps ignored a request from the group to conduct a review of an environmental impact statement to address their concerns related to the city of Sarasota's project to dredge Big Pass to rebuild Lido Beach. Now, that notice gives the Corps 2 months to fix the issue or face litigation. Witnesses to a hit and run made sure the driver did not get away. Take a look at this surveillance video, which was all caught on Sunday night in Miami. The victim, now identified as Eric Wendell Hunter, was walking with his wife and daughter after dinner when a car veered off the road, hit him, and kept going. But there were 2 Good Samaritans standing by who wasted no time following that car and managed to hold the driver until Miami police arrived and arrested 24-year-old Jose Contreras.
I identified the car immediately. I'd seen the license plate, had it in my head.
So I pulled up my car, we boxed him in, and the guy with the skateboard comes up like a G and just busts out the window with the skateboard.
Now all focus is on Hunter, who remains in the hospital with critical injuries. In consumer news now, the U.S. Postal Service hiring throughout Florida, including the Suncoast. USPS looking for rural carrier associates, which includes a salary of almost $18 an hour. In order to apply, you must have a valid driver's license, a safe driving record, and at least 2 years of documented driving experience. Those applications are open until this Sunday. A new hotel is opening soon at IMG Academy in Bradenton. Today, workers were putting those finishing touches on the 150-room, 5-story Legacy Hotel. Hotel features include King, Deluxe, Standard, and Double rooms, over 5,100 square feet of meeting space, a 4,800 square foot ballroom, and an American restaurant. The upscale facility will not only host IMG Academy guests and clients, but also anyone who visits the Bradenton community.
We understand that a lot of people don't have the access to IMG Academy. We look at this as an opportunity for those people to kind of get a taste of everything that is IMG Academy. And we're going to do it from a hospitality perspective.
The $13 million hotel is scheduled to open on October 11th, but is already taking reservations. Tonight, a Sarasota woman is asking for your help as she tries to find 2 young boys who helped save her life. Lonnie Ray says she was riding her bike home from work near the intersection of Bee Ridge Road and Bond Place when she felt an excruciating pain that paralyzed her entire body. She says she was lying in the parking lot of Sound Choice for around 30 minutes until 2 young boys came up and asked her if she needed help.
The fact that they were compassionate enough to be the ones to stop and help me means more to me than anything. It gives me faith.
She says because she was in so much pain, she forgot to ask for the boys' names and thank them. If you have any information that could help Lonnie find them, her contact information can be found by clicking this story on mysuncoast.com. Well, Booker High School receiving a large donation to support scholarships in the school's Law Academy. Former Assistant State Attorney and Sarasota native Damone Lee back home on the Suncoast to give back to his community. Lee donating $10,000. $5,000 will go towards scholarships, the other half to the school's Law Academy.
To see that kids now have somewhat of an idea of what they're going to get into when they make that decision to invest so much time and resources and make such sacrifice in order to achieve that goal of becoming a lawyer, I just felt compelled to give as much as I could.
The Law Academy helps students prepare for careers in law and criminal justice fields. Lee attended Booker Middle School and Sarasota High School. The Sarasota Crew Masters are celebrating a successful weekend at the World Rowing Masters Regatta last week. 20 Sarasota Crew Masters rowers competed in the event at Nathan Benderson Park. They brought home 3 gold medals, 1 silver medal, and 1 bronze. Several rowers also competed with other teams and won 3 additional gold medals. The World Rowing Masters Regatta marks the end of the team's season. They'll start their 2018-2019 racing season on November 3rd in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And Sarasota Crew alumni Clark Dean has been selected as the U.S. Rowing Under-19 Male Athlete of the Year. The Sarasota native was selected by athletes and coaches on his team that competed at the 2018 World Rowing Junior Championship. Last year, Dean became the first U.S. junior men's single sculler to win the event in 50 years. He also just started his freshman year rowing at Harvard University. Dean will be honored in November at the Golden Oars Gala in New York. Well, the Bradenton Marauders are celebrating 10 seasons on the Suncoast with a new logo. The new logo, designed by the Pirates and Marauders, was unveiled tonight. It features Marty the Marauder's logo at the bottom tip of a black diamond with yellow accents. In the middle of that diamond is a large yellow number 10. Merchandise with that new logo on it will be available before the 2019 season, and celebrations are also in place to honor the team's history throughout the season. Well, stay with us. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum on the Suncoast today, what he had to say about the red tide problem, and why changing tables in men's bathrooms could soon become a thing.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Ready to open up new opportunities as an electrician? Don't do it yourself. Team up with Mr. Sparky instead. We're locally owned and looking for people like you. We offer our electricians great perks that you just won't get going it alone. And whether you're an apprentice, a master electrician, or somewhere in between, we have a spot for you.
Best decision I ever made.
Apply online or call today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
the world is a beautiful place again.
Join the Voices for Recovery. For confidential information for mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
Kind of some sporadic rain showers it looked like across our area tonight.
Yeah, not the typical afternoon and evening storms that really fire up, but we had some around, and it did bring some moderate showers at times, and all that gone now, and it'll be back again tomorrow, just a little bit, not as much. Here's what's going on as far as photos go. A nice sunset tonight in some areas. This one from Cortez, a Marine sending that one in. And get a look at this. I happened to check my Facebook page and found this photo that was sitting there in my messages, and this was a unusual lightning strike. Now, we've seen a lot of lightning, obviously, and so has Dylan. He's been shooting with the Lightning Mafia for a couple of years now, and they get out there and shoot that. This lightning bolt actually was going from the ground up, and you can see it as it kind of spreads out in that fork-like fashion, and only 1% of the lightning strikes that occur like this. So this is a rare event to see this, and it's associated with some cloud-to-ground lightning nearby, changing the polarity, and then that causing the lightning strike to actually go back up into the cloud and kind of spread out, as you see right there. That was over Sarasota Bay. Excellent shot there, Dylan. And we are looking at some showers now with no lightning around out in the Gulf of Mexico. That has, for the most part, calmed down, although we had a pretty good lightning show off in the Gulf. We could see that again tomorrow. Not much happening over land right now. It'll stay quiet overnight, and not much rain today either. It fell in places, and the estimates just around 1/4 of an inch in most areas. Now, some dry air to the east of the state that's basically dropping to the south, and so a little bit of that will infiltrate into our area tomorrow, but we are still counting on some activity late in the afternoon and evening. Most of the day, though, will be sunny and, yes, hot. We will see temperatures getting close to near record-breaking highs once again across west central Florida. We were just a couple of degrees shy of that today of setting a record at the Sarasota Bradian Airport. All the debris clouds and still some showers out there in the Gulf of Mexico will be heading toward the west. Futurecast shows for drop-off for kids tomorrow looks to be pretty good, and for your commute, not a problem. Weather should be fine for that. Now, by the afternoon, as you start to pick up, you may see a few spotty showers around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Most of that will move through quickly like we saw today, and there won't be as much, and there wasn't much today. As far as Thursday goes, look for a little bit better chance for some showers and some thunderstorms to move on in. We could see a little sea breeze developing as we get a southeasterly wind flow. So Thursday, I think a better chance for showers and storms. Well, what's down to our south? Been talking about this. The remnants of what was Kirk is down there. A broad area of low pressure appears to be here, although you would think it'd be here with the deeper convection. It's not. And right now the Hurricane Center has bumped this up a little bit over the next 5 days and is now saying there is a 30% chance of development. Some of the long-range models do show a system popping up out of here somewhere. It's too early to tell exactly, but in this area of yellow, in 5 days from now, we may have a better handle on this, especially by the weekend. So stay tuned. The season's not over. We still have just under 2 months to go before the official end. This is, by the way, Leslie, which continues to hang out there in the open waters of the Atlantic, causing no problems as far as that goes. Soon to be hurricane. Top winds are at 70 miles an hour, and it looks like it will drop to the south, do an about face, and then head back to the north and back to the east, just spinning out there in the open waters of the Atlantic. And it is moving in southwest very slowly right now at 3 miles an hour. Temperatures currently upper 70s across the region, although 81 in Cortez now. The Gulf water temperature still very warm at 85 degrees. And as far as the current conditions go, we do have mostly fair skies now over land, a temperature of 80 or 80 degree feel-like temperature. And as far as the high goes, it was 2 degrees shy of the record 94. Average high 87 degrees. We're not going to see that. We're going to see above average temperatures for the next 7 days. East winds turn to the northeast. We'll start off a bit brisk at 15 knots, subside somewhat 5 to 10 knots, and be a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The 7-day forecast then, a slight chance for late day showers. It will be another hot one. High temperatures in the low 90s. Heat indices up near 100 degrees each and every day through Friday. Our rain chances will drop on Friday, though, to 20%, and then we'll see mostly sunny skies on Saturday. A better chance for showers and storms on Sunday. And by Sunday, we'll have a better handle if that system were to develop down to our south. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you. We are just over a month away from picking the next governor of Florida. Democrat Andrew Gillum is leading in the polls, and today he was here on the Suncoast. Gillum was in Siesta Key talking about the environment in Florida. He also spoke about how he thinks Republicans haven't done enough to reduce red tide.
Forget about the red associated with the Republican Party or the blue associated with the state of Florida's oceans and the state of Florida's Democratic Party. I want you to consider these colors. While my opponent would love you to be focused on the color of my skin, I want you to be focused on the blue-green algae flowing out of the east and the west side of the state of Guacamole.
Now, Gillum is running against former Congressman Ron DeSantis in a race that will be decided on November 6th. Meanwhile, the Sarasota County Elections Office has begun mailing vote-by-mail ballots for the November 6th general election. Nearly 64,000 ballots were mailed to registered voters who requested those vote-by-mail ballots. More than 1,500 ballots have been sent previously to registered military and overseas civilian voters. To request a vote-by-mail ballot, a voter must submit an online request at sarasotavotes.com and must be submitted to the Elections Office no later than October 31st. Well, changing tables in women's restrooms are pretty common, but what about men's restrooms? An Instagram photo of a man squatting on the floor of a restaurant bathroom to change his baby's diaper has gone viral. And as Ethan Calloway reports, he found out it has started a movement.
Well, Dante Palmer says it was actually one of his other children who snapped that now viral photo, and he never expected it to get the attention it has. Now he's hoping to use that attention to create some positive change. A simple photo that started a serious conversation. People from coast to coast, including celebrities, weighing in on a topic often overlooked: the lack of changing tables available to fathers in men's restrooms.
The support is phenomenal. I mean, like, dads are like, it's like when dads come together, it's like a big teddy bear you get on Valentine's Day. It's like all love, you know?
Dante Palmer says he's been overwhelmed by the response to that Instagram post. Since then, he says the conversation has broadened to include much more than just changing tables.
Fathers, we aren't highlighted like we should be, right? And I just want to bring that view and that light to us fathers, because we do matter and we do exist, and we are willing to do more than just provide and protect.
Palmer says the broader issue is about fathers being treated as equals to mothers and sharing the responsibilities when it comes to parenting. He and others like him are now starting a movement they call Squat for Change. They're hoping it brings attention to what he says is a big need for changing tables in men's restrooms. Palmer says it's a worthwhile cause that deserves the attention it's now getting.
Regardless of race, regardless of size, or regardless of financial status, you know, we are fathers at the end of the day, and we will do anything to protect and to nurture our babies.
Well, entertainment news is next, but first, here's what's coming up on Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel's new tonight, and Sarah Paulson is super excited.
You really are ready for Stormy.
Okay, here she is. It's Stormy Daniels' first interview since her book drop.
Please, God, let him be watching this right now.
Kimmel, new tonight on ABC.
Hi, I'm Chef Alan, and watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up our most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix to sample, pick up the recipe card, and all the ingredients.
Blue 32, hut hut! It's the Ghetto Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Ghetto dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Ghetto location near you or visit Ghetto.com.
Ghetto's got it.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
My California classes experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
I'm Alan Cohn. The governor's race. We are about a month away from finding out who our next governor will be. Can Gillum make history in the Sunshine State?
Tomorrow on ABC7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Supermodel Gisele Bündchen is getting candid about what she calls one of the darkest moments of her life. In her new book, Lessons, My Path to a Meaningful Life, she reveals her deeply personal journey to health and self-acceptance.
So we started with a little plane ride, but then it became like tunnels, subways, elevators. I mean, I lived in the 9th floor in an apartment. I would go up 9 floors of stairs because I was scared that I would like suffocate. I mean, it was crazy. Like my world just kept getting smaller and smaller.
In her book, Gisele also talks about a near suicide attempt. Thankfully, overcoming the urge to jump from a balcony, Gisele committed to a complete lifestyle change, trading in the cigarettes, wine, and sugary coffee drinks that were her norm for a clean, plant-based diet. Now, if you don't know who she is, don't go Googling her just yet. Ruby Rose is being named this year's most dangerous celebrity to search for online. A computer program study examines which celebrity searches turn up the most results with links to malicious websites and malware. The Orange is the New Black star came in at #1. That company says consumers need to be wary of clicking on suspicious links that may result in their device being infected. The company also recommends consumers keep their systems and applications updated and use security protection while browsing. Well, Taylor Swift is set to open the 2018 American Music Awards, her first award show performance in almost 3 years. Swift will open the show with the single I Did Something Bad from her album Reputation. This year's American Music Awards will air live next Tuesday, October 9th, right here on ABC7. And this holiday season is going to be a legendary one, quite literally. John Legend announcing the release of his first Christmas album with a tour to go with it. A Legendary Christmas hits stores on October 26th. His tour launches on November 15th, right up the road in Clearwater, and wraps up on December 30th in San Diego. Tickets go on sale this Friday. That's a look at entertainment news. We'll have tonight's winning lotto number straight ahead.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
The Players Center presents the wild Broadway season opener, Annie, Get Your Gun. There's no business like show business. This slice of magical American musical theater will thrill you with the classic tunes of Irving Berlin. Call the Players Center at 365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. Annie, Get Your Gun, September 18th through October 7th. Let's go on with the show.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Bobby, you were just talking about how the season is not yet over when it comes to hurricanes.
Yeah, in west coast of Florida, typically over the decades, you can see a lot of activity in October. October is a month that we have to worry about because storms that develop in the Caribbean, which they usually do, have a tendency to move north, get picked up by fronts, and carried into the west coast of Florida. We saw it in 1944. We had a Category 3 hurricane October 19th. So it was a pretty significant storm, too. It brought water all the way up to the Ford dealership in Sarasota at US 301 up there where the big flag is. Anyway, we're watching. There's nothing to worry about right now. There's a 30% chance of it developing over the next 5 days. We'll have a much better handle on it on Saturday.
All right, good to know. Thank you so much, Bob. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow evening. Have a good night.